Good morning, students. Last time we had discussed chapter first and we had discussed about the state of matters. That means we had talked about solid, liquid and gases. Solid, they are rigid and cannot be compressed. They have definite volume and definite shape. They cannot flow. They can be they can be stored without vessel. Intermolecular force is maximum. That means the particles of solids are very close to each other and the intermolecular forces between these particles is maximum. Intermolecular space is less. That means the space between these particles is very less as compared to the liquid. Next, liquids. They are not rigid and can be compressed to a little extent. They have definite volume but no definite shape. That means they take the shape of the vessel in which they are kept. They flow from higher level to lower level. They can be stored in open vessel. Gases cannot be stored in an open vessel, but liquid can be stored in an open vessel. Now, intermolecular force is lesser than solid but greater than gases. Intermolecular space is greater than solid but lesser than gases. Gases. They are not rigid and can be easily compressed. You can compress the gas. They have no definite volume and no definite shape. They flow in all directions. They can be stored in a closed vessel only. If you keep the gas in open vessel, it will flow out. Intermolecular force is minimum. That means there is very less force between the particles of gases. Intermolecular space is maximum. That means there is too much space between the particles of gases. Now our today's topic is density and the effect of temperature on matter. First of all, let us discuss what is density. Density means mass upon volume. Let us understand by some example. Let us take two pieces, one piece of wood and one piece of iron of same size. So their volume will be same. But the mass of iron is more as compared to wood. So here the density of iron is more. So what is density? Mass per unit volume, and its unit is kg per meter cube. Now next topic is effect of temperature. That means can we change the state of matter? That means is it possible to convert solid into liquid and liquid into gas, or gas into liquid, liquid into solid? The answer is yes. With the help of temperature and pressure, we can convert the state of matter. Today we will discuss the effect of temperature on solid, liquid and gas. Okay, suppose we take a solid and if we give temperature to it or we heat that solid, we know that it gets converts into liquid. Now how this thing is happening? Actually, when we give heat energy, the temperature of the solid increases. Because of that, the kinetic energy of these particles increases and they start moving fast. And they leave their fixed position and the solid get converts into liquid. That means the intermolecular space increases and they get converts into liquid. The same thing happened in the case of liquid when it is heated. When we heat the liquid, what happened to that? The heat energy increases the temperature increases the kinetic energy, and the kinetic energy make the motion of these particles, and because of that they move away from each other and they becomes the gaseous state. Now let's talk about one activity. Take a beaker, put some ice in that and a laboratory thermometer. Obviously the thermometer will show the reading 0. Now you heat the ice. The temperature in the thermometer is 0. Now you will observe that some of the ice starts melting and get converted into water. Still the temperature is 0. when we are giving the heat, still the temperature is not increasing. What is the reason? So let's understand the reason. Actually, what is happening? The heat given is not used in increasing the temperature, but that heat given is used in converting the solid state into liquid state. This zero will remain as it is until the entire ice melts. That means the water which is produced or which is prepared from this ice shows zero temperature till the entire ice melts into water. Now let's talk about the melting point, fusion, latent heat of fusion. What is melting point? The minimum temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called its melting point. That means that temperature at which the solid starts converting into liquid is known as melting point. In the case of ice, the melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, which is 273.15 Kelvin. Now, what is fusion? The process of melting is known as fusion. That means the process of conversion of solid into liquid. That process is called fusion. The third thing is latent heat of fusion. The amount of heat energy required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point is known as latent heat of fusion. That means, suppose I take 1 kg of ice and I want to convert that 1 kg of ice into water. I have to give the heat. So that heat which is required to convert 1 kg of ice into water is known as latent heat of fusion. Now here there is a one atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure means we are not changing the pressure. Whatever the pressure is there in the room, that should be maintained. That means the atmospheric pressure remains the constant. In next session, we will learn about the boiling point and the latent heat of vaporization. Thank you.